Hi there. I am here to do a painting for you today, and it's going to be a loose floral, and I'm working on trying to figure out how to do that. Right now, I'm putting water down on my paper with kind of a sort of a moppy type brush, and this inspiration comes from a conglomeration of different people that I've been watching. So I really can't say one particular person over another has influenced me, but it's just kind of a mixture of everybody, and then my own thing in there, I guess. But this is a dagger brush, or I believe it's also called a striper brush. And so what I'm going to do here is load it up with some pink. I toned down my opera pink just a little bit with the merest little bit of yellow, just to make it so it wasn't so neon-y looking. Although I do love the opera pink. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. And then I'm just kind of moving the color around a little bit. My paper is wet, but not like completely wet all the way across and over. It's just kind of wet in splotches, I guess you could say. So I may change that up for the next one and see what I get, and who knows. And now I'm splattering with some yellow. I believe that's the gosh, what color is that? The cadmium yellow, I believe. I'm not sure. I'll have to put it down in the put a little caption at the bottom there for you when I get the exact color that is. And then I'm just kind of moving that around as well, kind of letting it go, mixing up some green here. I really have discovered with this painting especially that it is very beneficial to take a moment and stop and either take a picture of your painting with your phone, or look at it through the lens of your or of your phone, because it does give such a different perspective. And here I'm just adding a little bit more water to the painting around the edges. That is my number 10 squirrel hair brush that I'm using there, and I did the whole painting with the dagger brush and the squirrel hair brush. Excuse me. Just when I went to edit this video for you, and to look and see, what I did through the actual my editing program here, you can really see a lot of different aspects to this that I did not see when I was looking at it right as I was doing the painting. And I've heard a number of people, I'm using a straw here, by the way, to kind of move the paint around. Seen several different people do this, and it's really gives you cool marks on the with your paint. Excuse my gray head there. But to get back to what I was saying, it really does give you a perspective, a different look at it. And I'm going to try to remember from now on to do that, to just take a minute and step back and, pardon me, and see what it looks like through the lens of my phone or something. Because it does look, I mean, you can really see things that you can't see right when you're doing it, if that makes any sense. So here I'm just trying to work out what I actually see in the picture or in the painting. And here's I'm adding a little bit more water with my squirrel hair brush. I didn't think I was going to like that squirrel hair brush, but I really do like it for this type of loose painting. I really do like it. Now I'm adding a bit of a peachy tone in here as well. And kind of letting that sort of bloom on the outside edges there. And splattering a bit more. I splattered with some pink, I think, at first, and now I'm splattering with some of that peachy color. And as I'm going to dry it here, and so I did that. And when it was dry, then I wet certain spots again, re-wet certain spots again, and I'm going in with a little bit deeper green that I've mixed up. This is a really dark green. And just kind of randomly sort of dropping in shapes with that darker color of green. And I don't know if you can see, pardon me again, goodness, I don't know if you can see the flowers in there that I can see right now as I edit this. And here's where I wish I would have taken the time to get a picture of it, or something I would have seen, a couple things that that would have been very helpful. So, but all in all, you live and learn. So now I'm defining this little flower that I see over here on this side. And it's a bit of a peach tone. And then I'm defining the pink flower back here that I see. And that's kind of taking shape a little bit. Those two flowers are kind of coming forth there from the background. And I still see that other flower in there that I wish I would have seen, beforehand. But it's all good. I learned a lot, and I had an awful lot of fun doing this, and I do like how it turned out in the end. So, like I said, it's all, there's always the next painting. And I think I'm getting a little bit of dark here for the centers of the flowers now. and just dabbing in some of the centers there. Even up to this point, I still could have made that other flower as well. What is it my sons always say to me? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. So I'm kind of defining this little flower here in the center. And I believe that's a mixture of the opera rose and I don't know, I'll tell you the colors down at the bottom here because I should have but do not have my color chart right here next to me and I can't remember what I mixed up. This one of course is orangey peachy color. More orange, I guess you could say, than peach. And here I'm putting in some greenery. Like I said, just kind of randomly dropping in the colors. Sort of an olivey green. I often start with that olive green because it's such a pretty shade of green. Here I'm adding a little bit deeper shade of red into the center of that flower. And I think what I add to that color there, I think maybe I added a little bit of the quinacridone permanent rose to that one to make it deeper. And some more green. Just pausing, I still could have even taken a picture, a photograph at this point and gotten maybe a better perspective on this painting. And here I'm just adding some more yellow. I just thought the yellow was really pretty in there and I wanted to add a little bit more of the yellow. And kind of see a flower forming here down towards the bottom, so I added a bit of the yellow there. splattering again, and this time I'm using the green, the olivey green color that I have mixed up. And I think that this is all that I really actually show on camera. I finished it up and didn't show it all. Okie dokie, I'm all done with this, and I'm actually really pleased with it. I'm working on loose, of course, as you probably heard me say in the voiceover, and I actually really kind of like how this one turned out. It's getting there, more towards what I want. More towards what I want. The paper's still really buckled, but I will flatten that out. And I really appreciate you watching. If you hung out with me for the whole painting, and please leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't. And until I visit with you next time, God bless you. Bye-bye. Here is a still photo of the final picture, and I did add a couple little tiny things.